아. 하이루. 반가워요. 나 옷 짱 멋있지? 호그와트를 엄청나게 돌아다닌 결과 희귀 템을 얻었다. 마법 쓸 때마다 나 너무 좋아. 아, 이쪽이 아니야. 진짜 레번클로 그 잡지. 지금은 지금 서브캐 하러 가는 길에 그 언니가 없는 사이에 잡을 수가 있게 됐어. 마법동물. 그래서 마법동물 가는 길에 잡고.
Nuisance when supplies run low, though. Always makes me nervous.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
지금 잠깐 퀘스트 하기 전에 동물 잡으러 가는 길 니플러 잡으러 갈 거예요. 금화 좋아하는 아이. 바로 요 녀석. 됐다가 4번 눌러서 여러 번 눌러가지고 신비의 동물 사전 하고 있어.
Settlements. Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
니플러 한 2마리만, 한 마리 더 잡을까? 그래서 동물을 잡는다기보단 내 방에 내가 키울 수가 있게 돼가지고 이제 동물 키우다 보면은 장비를 강화할 수 있는 재료를 줘서 그래서 동물을 다양하게 여러 마리 잡아야 돼요. 아무튼 그래서 니플러 가는 길에 잡았고 이제 나는 저기 로렌스 오크드라는 야영지에 가야 되는데 우리 학교에 어떤 친구가 있는데 친구네 삼촌이 고블린과 이제 주로 거래를 한대요. 근데 고블린과 아니 삼촌이랑 삼촌이 고블린이랑 뭐 거래하러 간다고 말해놓고 연락 두절된 거야. 그래서 그 친구가 자기 삼촌이 너무 걱정된다고 나한테 부탁을 했어요. 삼촌 좀 멀쩡한지 봐달라고 가서. 그래서 지금 삼촌 아마 납치돼 있겠죠? 삼촌 구하러 가는 길.
Ranrock's Lawrence, just ahead. Should I take them by force or?
Oh, yeah. Another human.
은신 한번 해볼까? 꼭 내가 게임만 키면은 얘는 울더라, 원팅이는. 정말. 자, 몰래 이렇게 투명 마법을 써가지고 은신하면서 할 수가 있어요. 근데 이거는 투명망토급으로 능력치가 좋은 건 아니어가지고 가까이 가면 들키더라.
Wouldn't mind a
좀-
plum job at
너 좀
Gringotts.
너무 오는 거 아니야?
Me sitting around all day. What's going on out there?
미안. 개꾸자 진짜. 야, 뒤 좀 돌아봐.
Nothing.
바보 녀석. 이거 사람 시체야? 고블린이.
What have we here? Another human?
이렇게
Never anything.
이렇게 다가가서
What does that tell us?
죽사시킬 수가 있다. 은신하면 이게 좋아요. 근데 이런 건 내 성미 안 맞으니까.
Easily diverted. You can't stop us.
이걸 맞네.
You won't stop me.
Incendio.
Pity. Not right.
Now, to find out what happened here.
고블린 공격하는 거 너무 무서워. 변신을 해.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
삼촌 또 딴 데 있어? 어디야?
Mr. Oakes's trade journal.
아무튼 다른 데 잡혀 있나 봐요. 어디 있을까? 찾으러가기 귀찮다.
Mr. Oakes's trade journal.
어디? 먹었네. 터널 뭐지? 없나? 뭐 있는데 여기?
Lumos.
뭐가 있?
This looks intriguing. Lumos.
여기 갇혀 있나? 그치, 그래픽 짱 좋지. 이거 지금 내가 HD 화질로 송출하고 있는데 이거 FHD까지 가능해가지고 이거 진짜 대박이야. 진짜 이건 너무 갓게임이야. 삼촌 어디 있을까요? 히터. 귀여워. 이 강인가 이거? 강 따라가면 있다는 건가? 강 따라가서 왼쪽? 강을 따라가서 왼쪽. 이쪽은 아니겠지? 이쪽인가? 여기가 북쪽이겠죠? 그러면은 이쪽 왼쪽으로 가야 나오겠네. 어차피 여기 플룻가루 밝힐 겸 이쪽으로 가보죠. 목 아파.
Lumos.
Please don't.
가는
I
길.
set about my arrangements,
저
I don't
시리즈하고
expect to be
가야겠다.
thwarted.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map.
잠깐만.
Now,
아 너무 어두우니까 낮으로 바꾸고.
a tree.
왜 이 녀석아? 왜? 저 이파리 표시는 뭐야? 멀린의 시험이라고 해가지고 그 멀린 대마법사?
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
대마법사 멀린이 이렇게 지역 필드마다 이런 수수께끼 해놔가지고 저번에 했었나? 뭐지? 수리하는 건가 보다. 얘네들을 해두면은
Reparo.
내 장비 개수를 늘려줘. 그 장비 칸. 가까이 가야 돼. 또 있어요? 아, 저기 있다.
Reparo. Merlin himself would be proud.
그래서 이런 데는 들어가줘야지.
Incendio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
뭐야?
Confringo.
별것도 없구만. 일단 시험도 받고 다시 삼촌 찾으러. 날씨 좋구만.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
오버힛 대열 댓웨이. 어디가 오버 대열이고 그걸 알려줘야지. 뭐 이쪽 길 저쪽 길 이렇게만 써있냐. 불친절한 표지판이야.
Anyone looking for trouble, found it in me.
뭔 소리야. 지금 밖에 가고 있는
Where did I set my
Is it?
traps? Was it low?
No, the lies and falsehoods no one's right here and Lockwood.
아 저기 또 시험 있잖아. 저것 좀 하고.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
삼촌 좀만 기다려. 아 저거 싫은데. 저거는 불기둥.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
저 불기둥을 맞춰야 되는데 불기둥이 하나만 있지 않을 텐데. 저렇게 다 내려가면은 불기둥이 다시 생성돼가지고 불기둥을 한 번에 여러 방 빠르게 맞춰. 저기밖에 안 보이냐? 다른 불기둥 어딨니?
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
왜 울어, 원탱이?
Confringo! Flipendo!
아, 뭐야?
Confringo!
아, 뭐야, 여기 있잖아. 뭐 이런 데 숨겨놔, 진짜. 악질이 악질. 나머지 하나는 어디 있을까? 보통 3개 있는데, 아씨. 점프 못하냐? 여기 하나랑 에이씨.
Confringo!
아, 짜증나. 아, 또 하나 어디 있을까잉? 그렇지, 난이도 좀 올라간 것 같아. 잠깐만, 원팅이. 돌아! 아, 괜찮겠다. 이거 나중에 내가 와서 해야겠다. 해봤자 장비 조금 내 칸밖에 안 되는데. 여기서 남쪽으로 가라고? 뭐 빨간 표시가 꽤 많네. 저 보물상자 표시된 쪽에 있겠지, 삼촌은? 오케이, 여기 순간이동 할 수 있고. 오, 잠깐.
What do we have here?
대박. 여기서 남쪽으로 가라고? 여기 남쪽이네. 강을 건너야 되는구나. 지금 여기서 남쪽 뭐 이런 쪽으로 가라는 건가?
more luck higher up in the keep.
Wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
A ladder. That's what I need.
Dead. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way.
No, I heard something that time.
How nice of you.
내가 세니까 얘네들이 약해.
Why have you not run away? Let you die, do you? If only Renrock were here to...
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. This is the spot on the map. I'd
Don't do try again, I beg you.
아유, 나와 적이 된 너희들의 잘못이다. 여기 맞네? 오씨, 어쩌다 운빨로. 이거 어떻게 죽지?
What am I doing here?
던전이잖아. 빨리 삼촌 구하고 메인 키하러 가야지.
What will we find in here?
이리로 가는 게 아닐까?
The treasure.
Looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
맞아. 나 이번에 모라를 배웠지.
알로하 모라.
드디어 자물쇠를 딸 수가 있다. 대신 내가 이렇게 따줘야 돼. 들어가지고 맞춰봐. 진짜 헤르미온느는 1학년 땐가부터 쓸 수 있는 건 진짜 뭐야. 내가 조작하지도 않았는데 알아서 넘어간다니까. 위험하네요. 이쪽으로 가야 돼. 이쪽 길은 막혔구나. 길이 드럽게 많아요.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
뭔 애들이 이렇게 많지?
They'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
파밍하는 게 뭐야? 뭐야 뭐야? 야, 너 순간이동도 할 줄 알아? 나도 못하네.
This is where you will fail.
A boiler door. How do I...
I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead. Seems your art, isn't it?
You won't get away with it.
You only have unlocked...
진짜 고블린 인간보다 더 많은 거 아니야? 그렇게 많아. 파밍할 것 좀 보고 이쪽으로 가면 나오겠지?
What's down there?
너무 학살자 아니야 이 정도는? 진짜 어떻게 성인도 안 된 애를 못 이기지? 근데 이거 보니까 내가 난이도가 보통인데 난이도 스토리 모드도 따로 있더라고. 그냥 스토리만 편하게 즐기는 그런 것도 나쁘지 않을 것 같아. 전투 싫어하는데.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
지금 스토리 모드 괜찮은 것 같아. 어떻게 열어요?
This door must need power from something.
파워가 없어? 수관을 따라가야 되나? 저쪽?
me.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
I won't rest. But I'm better. I will make you. One less human to worry about. You fight about as well as a pumpkin. Put me down at once. You are postponing the inevitable. I won't rest.
I shall avenge your death. You won't get away with that.
열어있냐.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
별것도 아닌 것들.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
저쪽 파밍을 할 수 있을 것 같은데. 슈퍼전 딱 많이 주네. 삼촌한테 가서
You found it! Pass it to me! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry! My wand! Oh, thank Merlin! Thank you!
준 거야?
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
엿들은 말이 있네.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind, sees us all as cruel.
네, 란록의 과거 잘 들었고.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
아휴, 상대를 봐가면서 해야지. 뭐야.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
난 어떻게 가라고? 어떻게 나가? 아 진짜. 집안 나가 진짜. 저 들어가면 나갈 수 있나? 아씨 이런 데 갇혀 있었어? 아씨. 잠깐. 아씨 출구까지 직접 나가야 되나 봐. 출구 어디였을까? 지금 귀찮아 죽겠네 진짜. 어딜까요? 잠깐. 저쪽인가? 맞는 것 같아. 진짜. 진짜 돈도 안 주고 얻은 거라고는 내 명성뿐. 뭐야? 아직도 쟤들 남았어? 귀찮으니까 그냥 가야지. 다 쓸어버리고 올까?
What was that? If so, I'm not
저 어떻게 들어가?
Harry.
몰라.
Glad I was never locked up here.
응, 안 가. 집에 갈 거야. 이제 어디 캐스트 해야겠다. 가기 전에. 어우 쉣. 더럽게 많네. 가기 전에 필요의 방 좀 들렸다가. 바다산 나의 필요의 방. 여기서 약초도 재배할 수 있고 마법약도 만들 수가 있어요. 여기 방 꾸미기도 할 수 있는데요. 귀찮아가지고 안 하고 있어. 랜드레이크 그거 하나 수확하고. 그리고 여기가 이제 나의 동물들. 진짜 누구냐? 그 신동사라니까. 얘는 문카프. 밥도 주고 쓰다듬을 수도 있어. 얘들아 밥 먹자. 아이 너 준 거였는데. 얘들아 뭐 알아서 먹네? 자 이제 쓰다듬고 밥 주면은 이렇게 털을 얻을 수가 있어. 얘네들의. 아 귀여워. 골골거려. 자 너도 빗질 좀 하자. 농장이야 농장. 다 먹었어? 먹었네. 이제 어떻게 빼내지? 아니야.
There, there.
이게 아닌데. 아 이거구나. 아까 잡았던 니플러. 하. 귀여워. 빗질 좀 하자. 니플러의 털. 아 귀여워. 그래서 여기 이제 공도 있어가지고 너희를 한 건 아니었는데. 나 잘못 눌렀어.
Wingardium Leviosa.
얘들아 이거 볼까?
Wingardium Leviosa.
공 갖고 놀아 막. 귀여워. 확대해서 볼 수도 있고.
Wingardium Leviosa.
얘들아 공 갖고 놀자. 아 진짜 귀엽다 진짜. 털색도 다 달라. 어떻게 이렇게 키울 수가 있지? 그래서 귀여운 애들도 키우고 막 뭐냐 힙호글, 폭비 이런 애들도 할 수 있나 봐. 재밌게 놀아라. 이제 입에 돌이 꽤 많이 먹었네. 근데 걔네들은 뭔가 잡기 더 힘들 것 같아. 이렇게 가끔 얻은 것들 중에 진짜 개구려. 진짜 이 게임 제일 좋은 게 아바타가 있어. 아바타. 그래서 장비 같은 개구린 이런 장비 얻어도 얼굴 외형을 이런 식으로 안 낀 것처럼 바꿀 수가 있어가지고 너무 좋아. 이것도 다 아바타야. 이거 망토, 멋진 망토 이런 것도 진짜 제일 만족하는 거. 자, 이제 메인 퀘스트 하러 가볼까요? 여기는 진짜 근데 너무 멀다. 빗자루 타고 가야겠어.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
지금 가는 퀘스트는 세바스찬이라는 내 친구가 있는데 슬리데린 친구인데 잠깐만.
Alohomora.
요 친구한테 여동생이 있거든. 쌍둥이 여동생인가? 그냥 여동생인가? 아무튼 그 여동생이랑 이렇게 즐겁게 둘이서 세바스찬이랑 여동생이랑 즐겁게 학교를 다니다가 어느 날 여동생이 아파가지고 그 성 몽고벨인가? 몽고 병원? 거기에 가도 치료를 못한대. 무슨 병인지 모르겠는데. 그래서 그때 아픈 이후로 학교를 같이 못 다녔어. 그래서 동생이 근데 너무 학교에 가고 싶고 그렇다고 학교랑 그 모험에 관한 얘기를 여동생한테 좀 해달라고 해가지고 지금 여동생 보러, 세바스찬의 여동생을 보러 가는 길. 무슨 병인지는 모르겠네. 아무튼 그 병원에서 못 고친대. 뭔지 모르겠지.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
잠깐 이거 장비 좀 팔고 가야겠다.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
내 선택에 따라 주인공이 인성 파탄자가 될 수도 있고 완전 그냥 천사 그 자체가 될 수도 있는데 이거 전체 팔기 이런 거 했으면 좋겠다 진짜. 이런 거 기대하지 말자.
I hope to see you again sometime.
내가 이 캐릭터를 그 두 번째로 만든 애인데 첫 번째로 만든 애가 있었거든. 후풀후풀로 했던 애인데 지금은 삭제했지만 아무튼 걔로 했을 때 처음에 퀘스트 하다가 퀘스트 할 때마다 그 NPC들이 나한테 보상을 안 주는 거야. 뭐 내가 걔네 부탁 들어줬으면 막 돈이라도 줘야 되는데 돈도 안 주고 막 그래가지고 보상 없어? 뭐 이런 식으로 막 대꾸를 했더니 그 이후로는 너한테 다시는 부탁 안 한다면서 지나갈 때마다 내 헌납을 하더라고. 그래가지고 어이가 없어서 그 이후로는 그냥 착하게 대답하고 있어. 진짜 어이없어. 그렇지? 나는 근데 나도 좀 심하게 얘기하긴 했어. 그 부탁한 애한테 그 부탁한 애 일기장을 찾는 퀘스트였는데 일기장에 너 어떤 애 헌담 써놨더라? 뭐 이런 식으로 막 보상도 안 주냐? 네 인성이 글을 글러 먹었으니까 애들 뒷담이나 하고 앉아있지 막 이런 식으로 얘가 대답을 하더라고.
What are you up to
지금
now?
있어야겠다. 불 같은 거 찍고 가야 다음에 이동하기 편하니까. 아무튼 얘도 보통 성격 아닌 것 같아. 선택지가 좀 아무튼 그래서 지금 친구를 친구 집에 가고 있다. 바닷가 앞에서 사는 가보는
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Revelio.
이 마을이 거긴가? 그 얘가 고대 마법을 쓸 수 있는 진짜 몇백 년 만인가 아무튼 그거만에 고대 마법 쓸 수 있는 애인데 얘 바로 전에 그 여자애가 있었어. 전에 몇백 년 전에 몇십 년인지 몇백 년인지 아무튼 그 전에 고대 마법을 쓸 수 있는 여자애가 있었는데 그때 회상에서 봤었을 거야. 근데 그 여자애가 살던 동네가 가뭄이 있었대 예전에. 근데 가뭄이 있었는데 그 가뭄을 그 전에 고대 마법을 쓸 수 있던 저번에 만났던 할아버지가 나한테 막 시험 내고 막 그랬던 그 할아버지가 그 가뭄 있던 마을에다가 여기 같아. 여기에다가 비를 내리고 막 나무 같은 거 자라게 해주고 막 그랬단 말이지. 근데 여기가 가뭄이 있었다는 아까 그 여기 설명 보니까 이 마을인 것 같아. 아무튼 이 전임자가 살던 동네일 수도 있다. 전에 살던 고대 마법 쓸 줄 알던 여자애.
You made it.
그래 좀 잤어.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My Uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
아, 애니.
This way.
여기는 그림의 앞머리는 여자애가 애니인가 보네. 근데 그 애니 아픈 이유가
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier,
고블린들이
with
애한테
Ranrock's
뭐
lot
썼나 봐.
wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
저 성이 로그도 성인데 저기를 점거하고 있는 건지 뭔지 아무튼 고블린들이 저기 상주하고 있나 봐. 그래서 얘 삼촌은
Here we are.
여인데도
My sister should be just inside.
조치도 취하지 않는다.
Revelio.
얘가 내 친구 세바스찬.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
와 죽방 각인데
Is
저거.
that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
뭐랬다고. 간지럼 태웠다고 저러는 거야? 뭐야?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind,
오빠가
I
잘못했네.
just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
어이 너 옷꼬라지 왜 그러냐 저거. 망토를 바지 안에 넣어놨니? 신개념 패션인데. 치마야? 이 아저씨가
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
여동생이 고블린한테 뭔 짓을 했길래 저주를 맞았냐.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
걱정 마세요. 제가 낫게 해드릴게요.
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
고블린 다 쓸어버리면
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
너희 집에 뭐 상자 없니? 내가 먹을 만한? 세반스찬이 앤에게 보내는 편지. 샤프는 마법약 교수였나?
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Dead wizard in my book.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit.
Are you crazy?
뭐하냐 너? 아 내가 시간 못 쳐놨구나.
You've made your last mistake. You look tired. You will regret. Such arrogance. I'll cut you from shoes to shadows. One less human to worry about. I won't rest until
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
나 이런 거를 미리 알려면
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
얘네도 뭔가 고대 마법.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
누굴까? 도울
well looks familiar.
오케이.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
역병이 돌았나?
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Confringo! Lumos.
다시 봐야겠다. 안 얻어두고 있었어?
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
그림을 찢었어?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
여기. 여기 얘가 소개해준 마을이잖아.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
에이, 싱겁.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Do not tell anyone.
Out of all the potions you've brewed,
이제 쓰다듬으러 가야지. 살을 너무 쌓여있는 거 아니야? 얘들아 밥 먹어라. 나와서 먹자. 아 귀여워. 아유 밥 다 먹었어. 찜질해줄게. 먹어야지. 디플은 어디 갔니? 조금해서 보이지가 않네. 야, 너도 빨리 밥 먹으러 가야지. 내가 줘야지. 하.
Wingardium Leviosa.
갖고 놀자.
you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
수업 가드와.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose.
조카다, 쟤. 노란 머리.
Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
뭐야, 이미 딴 놈이 쓰고 있는데요?
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
야, 비켜봐. 뭐야? 별이 이렇게 네모네요.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Emmett. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Emmett.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Trying to put off my stargazing as long as I could. All of good that did.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are beautiful.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know. Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
힘든가? 맞아, 빨리 발 빼는 게 나아. 아유, 건조 마음고생 많았겠다.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
연구한 것도 있으니까. 아, 오늘 여기까지 해야겠다. 아무튼 아까 별말 없었어. 그냥 퀘스트는 그 가뭄 있었던 그 마을이 예전 내 전임자 전에 고대마법 쓸 수 있었던 그 여자의 고향이었고 그 애가 그 고향에서 뭘 했나봐. 아무튼 그래서 고블린들 고대마법 쓰고 싶은 그 란록 그 걔네들이 이제 거기 찾아가서 점거하려고 하는 거였어. 그것만 알고 나왔어. 영양가도 없었다. 아, 범조한테 힘내라고 전해줘. 연구실 진작에 나갔으니. 망할 교수. 내일 보자규. 잘 자. 아니야, 언니도 꼭 사길 바랄게. 내일 봐. 어떻게 끄더라?